I'm ready for the weekend. Let's do it. It's a nice fall morning, and I'm going to heat up a cinnamon roll. All right. Here we go. Nice and warm. Let's do 15 seconds. Perfect. It's nice and moist and warm on this nice fall morning. Wait for the coffee to finish brewing, and then we'll get to the sewing room. Hi everyone, welcome to Sew Lovely with Grace. If you're new here, I'm Grace. If you're returning, welcome back. Sewing keeps me sane, along with a big mug of coffee. Oh yeah. Delicious. So what do I have for you this week? Well, I'm excited to bring you a new series. I'm going to be showing you a series of videos of what I made with my Fabric Mart Fabric Bundles. And this week, I'm going to be showing you what I made with this fabric that I got in one of my bundles. If you've seen a few weeks previously, I had some Fabric Mart fabric bundle deliveries, and those videos are a lot of fun. I hope you watch them. I got a lot of great fabric. And with the bundle, it's a fashion bundle. It comes to like $20 for 10 yards, so that's like $2 a yard. And with the craft bundle, which I only got one, that comes to like less than $1 a yard, because you get 6 pieces, which could go up to 2 yards of each piece for $6. So what I want to do in this series is focus, showcase a make that I used from my bundle. It's not going to be every week consecutively, but I'm going to be doing that. I want to use all my pieces that I got and show you what I made. And this week, I made Simplicity 8843, this Anorak jacket, and it's on Fanny right now. And I'm really excited because this last Fabric Mart bundle, sorry about that, I got 4 yards of this fabric. And when I first opened the box, I was terribly disappointed. It was 4 yards, and I was like, what am I going to do with this? I don't really care for it. And you know, that's your initial reaction. And with you guys, you gave me some great suggestions and comments. It's like, make a jacket, make a duffel bag, make a tote, make so many ideas. So I have like 2 yards left, and I'm still going to make more with it. I'm probably going to make a duffel or some kind of bag to go with this beautiful jacket that I made. And I want to show it to you here. Now what I like to do when starting a new pattern that has a lot of details that I've never made before, I like to go on YouTube and see who else sewed it up and get their take on it, get their experience and see how it came out, what I should look for. And I found quite a few people that I'm subscribed to that have made this jacket. Let me tell you to go to their channels and check it out because theirs came out beautiful. Janine from Janine Sews made it, Angela from Just Me and My Fabric, and Rochelle from Rochelle Handmade Designs. I'm sure there's more out there, but those 3, I've watched their videos on their jackets and they are wonderful. Please go to their channels, check it out. They did a great job. And I also looked at any sew-alongs, and Brittany J. Jones, of course, one of my favorites that do sew-alongs for Simplicity. She has one from 5 years ago, and it's great because I'm glad I watched it. She mentioned that the zipper on the pattern says 30 inches. 30-inch separating zipper here, right here on the notions. And of course it's too long. You need a 28-inch zipper. So I'm glad I watched that. It saved me a headache because, you know, I hate to shorten these zippers and it's just easier to get the right size. So that's one big tip I got from her Sew Along, and she did a great job. Always good to watch. So I really did my homework with this. I did my research and I think my finished product came out great. Now today is a very rainy day because of the storm, so I won't be able to go outside and model it for you, but I promise you next week I will model it for you, because next week I'm going to be doing a video on what I made with my Fashion Fabric Mart bundle with 2 more pieces. Actually, the pieces are going to be coming from the craft bundle. The patterns I'm working on for next week's video are this McCall's top, twist front top, using 1 1/4 yards from my craft bundle, and these leggings, this new look pattern, I'm going to make with 1 1/4 yards from the craft bundle. So look for that for next week's video, and then I'll model that with this jacket outside. But for now, I'll put this on right now inside here in my sewing room. But let me show you up close the details of this jacket. We have this casing that's sewn on the outside of the jacket, not inside. So the piece is sewn on the outside. For the sleeves, I went with the elastic because I like it to be closed and keeps me warmer inside. The other one was too wide, which is fine, but for me I like that. And as you can see, we have this 22-inch zipper that goes all the way down to the bottom of the hem. And I embroidered the top here just to give it more interest. I got these flowers that I used on my embroidery machine from Embroidery Library, and I'm going to show you a little bit about that. And then on the pockets, I decided to use my decorative stitches on my Baby Lock Aria sewing machine. You could put any decorative stitches you want, so I put them on before I sewed them on to the jacket. So those are little great details. We got this high collar here, and I hand sewed the inside of the collar, slip stitched that, and then we have these pulls. For this, it called for a 1/4 inch cording, and that was too thick. So this is 3/16. I got this at Joann's, and these cord stops, they fit barely, but they fit. And just squeeze them and you can just adjust them the way you like. And that fit perfect, so that's what I went with. So let me put this jacket on now. When I went to put on the jacket, I saw that it stopped raining, so I decided to come outside and model it for you instead. And it's a wonderful jacket. I love the zipper. Also, you could use snaps, but I like the zipper. Like, you can go all the way up to your neck here. I like to wear it halfway, just like that. Put the collar up and have the embroidery show. We got these cord stops, cinching the waist. Very nice with these big pockets. These pockets are really roomy. And you can decorate them any way you want. And I like the elastic here. Very nice. So I'm going to take a little walk for you. Show you. It's just a great jacket. It's lightweight. Now the only thing is, I did the embroidery and you can see the stabilizer here. So I got to figure out how to cover that up because I am not going to line this jacket. It'd be way too much for Florida. I just need a nice light jacket like this. I debated on the hood, and the hood's great. It's easy to put in, but I really wouldn't use it much. I much prefer this. If it gets chilly, I could just zip it to my neck, and you know, it's still comfortable and still stylish. Very comfortable and stylish like that. But I decided not to do the hood because it's not cold here. And just showing you, let's see, walk again. I don't know if I'm cut off. It's just hard. I don't have a cameraman. But, so yeah, this is the jacket. It's very cute. I love it. I would definitely make this pattern again. Definitely. With a different color fabric. Simplicity 8843 is a wonderful jacket. I love all the views with the hood and without the hood, with the elastic at the wrist and without the elastic. We have views with a zipper front and with snaps for the front and the pockets. So let me show you on Simplicity the line drawings. Well, from the line drawings you can see the variations we have. The first view A has snaps in the front, this placket here with the snaps, and snaps on the pockets with a flap front. And the sleeves do not have the elastic at the cuff, and it has a hood. And then view B also has a hood, and the pockets do not have snaps, and there's no elastic again on the sleeves, and it also has a zipper front, and that's view B. View C is the one I made. That has the collar without the hood. We have the elastic at the cuffs, the open pockets with no snaps, and then view D is the same as view C, but it has the snaps. And there's the back of the view A and B with the hood, and the back with view C and D without the hood. So it's very versatile. You can do whatever you want with it. I love the variety, and I hope you check it out. I'm really thrilled that the sun finally came out and I had the opportunity to go outside and model it for you, because I really, really enjoy that, and I hope you do too. Now, this next segment is about the embroidery. This beautiful embroidery that I did. I used my new Meridian 2 embroidery machine, and I embroidered a sample piece first, which I always do. I tried to stitch it out on a sample of the fabric to see how it's going to go. Now, I only used one layer of stabilizer, and it was kind of, you know, puckering, so on the jacket itself I used 2 layers of stabilizer. But I have a little 3-minute segment. You can skip along because I have chapters on my videos that have segments, and if you're interested to watch, I hope you do. So let me show you about the embroidery. I want to add floral embroidery to my jacket, and I picked this out. This beautiful design from Embroidery Library. It takes one thread color. I'm going to use white in a 5x7 hoop. And I'm going to put it on my jacket on both sides, but I'm going to test it out first. Now, since this is a lightweight fabric, I chose this poly mesh cutaway stabilizer. It's for lightweight fabrics, and so I'm going to hoop this with the fabric and load it on the machine. Look how this is stitching out. I'm loving it. This is just a sample. It's absolutely gorgeous. All done. I love it. There it is. That's the sample design. This is what I want to put on my jacket. Oh, I had the setting on too high, and this is a polyester fabric. And look what I did. It burnt right through. So this is the casing I sewed. I just sewed the front and the 2 sides together, and then I serged the ends, and I was folding over the ends to make the casing. And I had the iron-on cotton setting, and disaster. So now I have to recreate this. Fortunately, I have a lot of this fabric. This is the second casing I made. I'm going to press it now. This came off the iron. As it cooled, this just came right off. I just got my fingernail and scraped it, came right off. And I'm going to use this Teflon pressing mat to protect the iron and to not burn this fabric. Okay, so I'm going to fold over these edges, and then I'm going to have the casing to sew on the jacket. Here I'm stitching out one side of the jacket, and I use 2 layers of the mesh stabilizer to minimize puckering. Looks like it's coming out great. That's the sample piece. I'm turning it so it's like a mirror image, and I placed it here, centered it, and this is going to stitch out on the other side of the jacket now. I'm going to insert the zipper, and in the instructions it says to place the zipper tape 1/4 inch from the raw edge. I serged the raw edge, and that's 1/4 inch, so I use that as my guide, and I'm pinning it to place it here, and then 7/8 inch from the top of the collar. So I have this face down, and I'm going to sew it in and do the same to the other side. I also wanted to let you know that I cut a size medium. I don't think I mentioned that. And also, when ironing this fabric, as you can see, this is a polyester, and I had my iron on cotton and it burnt through, so be careful when using that type of fabric. And also, the top I'm wearing, I wanted to mention, I made it a year ago when I first started my channel. In fact, I've made 3 views of the Simplicity 9469. I highly recommend this pattern. It's absolutely wonderful. The one I'm wearing is this view, and I've also made this view. In fact, this view that the model's wearing was my very first video on YouTube. It was a new look pattern haul, and I had that top on. So check that out. I'll put some links in the bottom if you're interested. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it informative and fun. And most of all, I hope you were so inspired.